All right, we got a horse and we're coming back to the barn. So if you haven't watched my basically how to catch a horse in the pasture video, I really recommend watching that because it's going to make your life and your horse's life quite a bit easier as far as catching one and getting along. Again, if we learn how to speak horse, then our lives become quite a bit more simple and we get to get along with our horses on an entirely new level. And it gets to be quite a bit of fun once you start understanding them and then they start understanding what you want because you're speaking clearly. When I tighten the cinch on one, I don't want to pull it all the way tight because that's a great way to make a horse pretty cinchy, and we want to avoid that, and I'll give them that respect. So when I go to get on, I'll actually lead him away from the hitching post and then tighten his cinch to where I want it. And then step on. So when I tighten it here, it's just going to be enough to hold that saddle on his back. I really don't want to suck the air out of him yet. All right, now that I got that saddle on him and I don't have it tight yet, so, and that's giving this horse a little bit of respect, saying, hey, I'm not gonna pull this thing crazy tight on you right now. Whoa, see? Now that he's able to walk forward, right? Because creating a cinchy horse, or when a horse gets cinchy, it's provoking a buck, and a buck is buck is a backwards movement. So since a buck is a backwards movement, we want to do the opposite, and we want to basically reinforce forward steps. So before I even pull this horse's cinch tight, which would create one to be cinchy, I put some forward steps in him. And now I can pull that all the way tight. And do this even on the ones that are already broke, that you've already been riding. And now that I have everything tight here, I'm actually going to still lead him forward again before I even get on. All right, so we just got on here, and what I'm gonna do, we're gonna take this horse on a trail ride, and we're doing a video for you guys. On this horse particularly, we've had the chiropractor look at him, and we're also going to do a video explaining when a horse may be thrown out. So you've maybe visited the chiropractor before. I visit the chiropractor all the time, and it puts me back in line, and all the joints and bones and little things back where they are supposed to go. And sometimes when a horse gets thrown out of position or thrown out of whack, if you will, they tend to not perform as well in some of the areas. Now, what we're doing right here before we go on this trail ride is we're going to get in the arena here on this horse, and what I'm going to do is work on conditioning and building that muscle structure up so that he can more easily, his body will be able to hold himself into position much better, and hopefully we'll spend less money on the chiropractor. Okay, so we just got done conditioning this horse, and all I did there was, so the problem is actually on the left side of the horse, and he's throwing himself out on the left side, and I asked the chiropractor, why the left side all the time? And he said probably due to the fact that we always step on our horses from the left side. So in order to kind of supplement that, or again keeping things even on both sides, we should be sure that we are stepping on and off of our horses on both sides. So one day do it on the left and the next day do it on the right side. We're in this intersection right here, and we just stopped to let a car go by, and now we're gonna cross the road. So we're gonna cross that road right there. Now, a part of this trail ride and etiquette, I'm in the back, as you can see. So I'm in the back. There's only 2 of us today, but I'm in the back, and I should be the one to cluck my horse off to a walk first, so that I'm not pulling the other horse with me, right? Because we want all the horses to be in compliance at all times. So I'm gonna cluck my horse off to a walk, and then she is going to cluck her horse off. That way she's not pulling my horse away, right? Because if she leaves first, she's gonna pull my horse with, but my horse right now is on a whoa, which means all 4 feet on the ground. And the only reason, or the only way he can come out of that whoa is if I cluck. And so right now, I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street, and then see that, and she put her horse forward there. She clucked her horse off, and then both of our horses are still in compliance. Okay, now what do you guys think? Do you think the guy should be in the road or the girl should be in the road? Are we double standards today, or are we keeping shit real? I'll be in the road today. Uh-oh, we got traffic. Uh-oh. Hey, there's cars coming, just so that you know. They're a monkey. Yep, they're definitely broke. All right, we're definitely dealing with some high caliber equine flesh right here. That's the only kind of flesh we mix. That guy wasn't too happy with us. No patience for the equine on the middle of the road. We own this road, baby. Most of the time, it's actually me driving that hip up underneath them in different leads, and I do it. I'll spend probably half the trail ride in the left lead and the other half of the trail ride in the right lead. And all I'm doing is I pick a spot up ahead of me, and I want to keep the shoulder heading to it, but I want the neck on one side of that point, and I want the hip on the other side of that point. And I want the shoulder always heading to it. And then I might pick that same point, switch leads, go ahead and pick this horse up right here, shape him to the inside. And I want him to hold himself. I really don't want to have to do that job for him. I kind of just want to set my legs and allow that horse to hold that shaped position. Everything's looking pretty good right here. I'm really just giving this horse this job, and both these horses are doing a good job at rating each other and basically keeping each other in tune. So these 2 horses they're rating each other really. So we've got a nice little cadence going, and we're really using our body energy to slow these horses down if they're going a little faster than we want, or to pick our energy up and push those horses on a little bit. So if I really focus out in front of me and kind of squeeze, so then I squeeze and then I'll slow back, or then I'll speed up. Now if I really want to relax, I can kind of sit down in the saddle a little bit. Now you see how these horses came back just a little bit right there? And that's just because, even to a walk, okay? Now that's okay. I'll never get after one for slowing down because I brought my energy down there. I would have preferred if he stayed trotting, but I just wanted to show you how when you can pick your energy up or bring your energy down, and that horse should be able to rate your energy.